Greetings YouTubers, Atarileaf here with a new feature called Head to Head, where two similar classic video games battle it out for the glorious title of being claimed #1 by me. Today it will be Circus Atari for the 2600 versus Clowns and Balloons for the Tandy Color Computer. So unless you're Kramer from Seinfeld, who has a fear of clowns, or Lacey from Corner Gas, who has globophobia, which is not a fear of globes, but a fear of balloons, you'll enjoy both of these games. The games will be judged in 4 categories: graphics, sound, control, and fun factor, with an ultimate winner being declared at the end. So let's get started.
Graphics.
Okay, graphics. Now, granted, we are talking about 2 games that are 30 years old, so Circus Atari certainly shows its age. One of the first games that was released for the Atari 2600. You can see the graphics are very minimalistic. The balloons are actually just yellow, blue, and red squares, and just a solid blue background. Not much to it. Clowns and Balloons, on the other hand, came out, I believe, in 1982, so it has a 4-year edge graphically on Circus Atari. But as you can see, the balloons actually look like balloons. There's a little monkey on the rope at the top. Blue and red, it's a little bit more colorful. And it's just there, and the people look a little bit more like people too. So graphically speaking, Clowns and Balloons for the Tandy Color Computer gets the slight edge over Circus Atari.
Graphics winner. Clowns and Balloons. Sound.
Okay, sound. Again, with the Circus Atari, the sounds are very minimalistic. There is no real music going on in this game at all. Just very, very simple sound effects for the popping of the balloons. And if you do get a whole row of balloons, you get some extra sound effects, but I wouldn't really classify that as music. And the splat for the little guy when he hits the ground is kind of nice too. Clowns and Balloons, again, the sound effects are minimalistic, but as you can see, the music more than makes up for it. Cute little circus music that it has there. And for that reason, and that reason alone, I guess I would give sound once again to Clowns and Balloons for the Tandy Color Computer. Not a big discrepancy between the 2 games, but Clowns and Balloons does get the slight edge for sound and music.
Sound winner. Clowns and Balloons. Control.
Ask any longtime video game player and they will tell you that control is everything. Without accurate control, the best game is a bad, frustrating experience. For the Tandy Color Computer, it came with regular joysticks and deluxe joysticks, both of which are analog and both of which will control Clowns and Balloons very well. For the Atari 2600, for games like Circus Atari as well as Breakout, Warlords, and others, the Atari came with these paddle controllers which give you a very excellent degree of control for your characters. So which is better of the 2? Even though the joysticks for the Tandy Color Computer are fairly accurate, they are not as accurate as the paddles for the Atari 2600. Nothing can beat the paddle for a game like Circus Atari, Clowns and Balloons, Breakout, Warlords, or any of those style of games where you need 100% accurate control. So for control, it's a very easy decision for me. The paddles for the Atari to play Circus Atari are #1. That is my choice for control.
Control winner. Circus Atari. Fun factor.
Okay, fun factor. Now admittedly, this is a very subjective category and it's completely up to the person. One person might say Circus Atari, one person might say Clowns and Balloons. For me though, having played both games for several years, and first of all Circus Atari, I've loved this game. In fact, it is my favorite Atari 2600 game. It's a very fast, frenetic, fun game. You can pick up and play, and it's just a blast. I love Circus Atari. Clowns and Balloons, also played for many decades. Not quite as fast and frenetic as Circus Atari, but certainly a fun game. However, if I had to choose between the 2, which one is a little bit more fun? I guess I'd have to choose Circus Atari, just again because it's a little bit more fast-paced, and I like that fast-paced, speedy kind of game. So that's fun factor goes to Circus Atari.
Fun factor winner, Circus Atari. And the winner is...
So, which is my overall winner? Well, Clowns and Balloons wins the graphics and sound categories by a very slight margin. And again, Clowns and Balloons has a 4-year head start, technologically speaking, to Circus Atari. An excellent, excellent game in its own right, though. However, Circus Atari is a game that I cannot dispute is my favorite Atari game of all time. It's a game I play constantly when I get out my 2600, and it is just a heck of a lot of fun. I really love Circus Atari, so I would say the overall winner is Circus Atari. So there you have it, Circus Atari, the winner of the first head-to-head competition on the Atarileaf channel. I'd like to thank Lauren, the computer voice, for your help.
Anytime, Atarileaf. Give me a call sometime.
Oh, thank you.